Hey, we're back. Live here in the studio taking calls at 636-1350. Call us 636-1350. I want your questions and comments. I want to hear from the heroes out there. Are you a public safety, or maybe you're a police officer, firefighter, maybe you're a teacher, maybe you're a medical worker. Maybe you're somebody that can benefit from this program we're talking about today called Homes for Heroes. I'm here in the studio with Jeff and Penny, our local resident loan agent and real estate agent for Homes for Heroes. And we were talking about who the program benefits and how to get started with it. And of course, that is to give us a call at Bay Equity Home Loans. You can reach Jeff by calling 583-8108. That's 583-8108. And then he'll introduce you to Penny and get you guys started on finding your home. Is this a first-time home buyer program, or can anybody use this?
Anyone can use this.
Okay, what about refinances?
Absolutely.
Okay, so basically, if I have a house and it's not a VA loan, I just want to qualify for Homes for Heroes. It could be any type of loan program.
That's right, it could.
Okay, so it's purchase loans, refinance loans, and of course, if it's a purchase, then Penny can take you out and take the buyers out and find the right house. Are there any exclusions to the program, like in the type of property they can buy, or can they buy a condo? Yeah,
absolutely. You can buy a condo, single family, duplex. It's not limited to the type of housing. It's more limited to who you are and what you've done.
Okay, now you and I have talked before. I was familiar actually with the very first time you did a Homes for Hero, and it was with one of your buyers named Denise.
That's right.
And tell me about the buyers and why they qualified. They were a unique hero, weren't they?
They were, Denise and Al, and great people. They worked at the hospital here in Santa Rosa Memorial. And Al was actually a hero in Sonoma County, was recognized about 10, 15 years ago. And they were just great people, could use some help, and we qualified him for the program.
Okay, so he qualified uniquely because he had helped out local police in closing a case.
That's right.
And she was a medical employee in the medical field, and they qualified, and so they shopped around, found the house. Now, I remember they made offers on several several houses.
It's about 6 houses that they made offers on.
Oh, wow. Okay. Was Homes for Heroes beneficial to them?
Absolutely. I mean, they came in with more money. They were able to get much more house for their money.
Okay.
And so, yeah.
So they had to come out of pocket with less cash, basically.
Very little cash.
Yeah. Hey, folks, there's not very many programs around today. There used to be down payment assistance and some other programs to help people get financing completed. There's not that much out there today. So when we found Homes for Heroes, we latched onto it pretty quick. As an opportunity to help homeowners qualify with a little bit easier in getting into a house. Less closing costs, less money out of pocket, less money you have to ask for the seller. Right, Penny? Don't you basically, sometimes when you write an offer, don't you ask the seller to pay for closing costs?
We do.
How does that affect the transaction?
It makes the difference of what the buyer has to come out of pocket.
Okay. So, and sometimes the seller may not be willing to credit.
Exactly.
Right. So this would be an alternative to getting the seller to pay for closing costs.
Correct.
There's a lot of money in those commissions. Let's face it. Right. So it's a good way for you to channel that. So I want to talk more about Denise. What was their purchase price?
I believe it was around $230,000, $235,000.
Okay. And then about how much money did they end up getting credited? Do you remember?
By the end of it all said and done, I believe it was just over 1%
of the purchase price.
Of the purchase price.
Wow.
That's right.
That's pretty significant. Now, I heard the story of how you and Penny met, which is kind of interesting. Penny, you had a listing, right?
I did.
And Jeff, you called her about buying a house yourself.
I did.
Okay. And so then she showed you the property, and then what happened? You guys found out that, hey, there's an opportunity to do business together?
Yeah, we searched around for a bit and finally found a property that we enjoyed, that we loved.
Well, Penny, I think a bit is an understatement, right? How many offers did you make for Jeff?
I believe it was 7.
Is that because he was crazy, unrealistic on his asking price, or what was the real reason?
I think it was just in what we offered. It's just the market.
The market. But it also had something to do with the financing, right?
It did, in particular one.
Okay, what was the main issue that he had?
We made an offer on a home that was owned by a guy that was a VA.
A veteran?
A veteran.
and he declined the offer because he didn't trust the VA financing.
Exactly.
Wow. Can you believe that,
Really?
Michelle? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. I know. I don't understand that, because my understanding of, and you can tell me that, Jeff, but you know, I went to University of San Diego, and I was friends with a lot of Navy guys in the ROTC program down there. And I was at a bar once. I talk about bars a lot on this
Yeah,
show.
well, it's all right. Beer
I'm
is
good.
good
I'm
food.
good with it. So I was at a bar, and this particular bar is called the Blarney Stone, and these guys I was with all had the Marine and Navy haircut, pretty obvious. And this older gentleman came by and basically told us that he was buying our drinks for the entire night, and he was a retired Marine Corps officer, and he left his credit card with the bar.
Whoa.
That's how I understand the community, the veterans community. And you're telling me that this guy owned a house, wouldn't accept Jeff's offer because it was VA financing.
Correct.
That's crazy. So you ended up finding a different house.
We did.
Right? Okay. Well, hey, in the next segment, I'm going to talk more about veteran financing. It's called VA. I'm going to talk about some of its exclusions, but I'm going to talk about why I think it's a misunderstood loan. And Jeff, I'll ask you more about that, because you are one of our resident experts in VA financing, and having gone through the process yourself, you can empathize with VA borrowers on the pitfalls. And then, hey, folks, we are also going to be talking about our Bay Equity Refi Jackpot Winner of the Week. If you tuned in last week, you got to experience the cheesy game show music. Michelle, you're a little late on the game show music.
Sorry,
I
my
thought
arm's
you
not
could
that
read
long.
my mind.
I know, I was almost there. You said you were waiting for the third segment, so
Well,
technically you jumped the gun.
I jumped the gun. I'm teasing the third segment. And we're going to talk about the Bay Equity Refi Winner. So stay tuned. We'll be back in just a minute. And we're taking your calls still, 636-1350, 636-1350.
To find out more about Bay Equity Home Loans, call George Adair at 707-583-8100. That's 707-583-8100.
Hey there, Sonoma County. If you're paying over 5% for your mortgage, or maybe you're underwater with your mortgage, you need to stop and listen to this message. I'm George Adair with Bay Equity Home Loans here in Santa Rosa. We're helping homeowners save hundreds every month and thousands every year. We're offering a fixed rate loan at 4.125%, and best of all, it's at 0 points. You heard me right, 4.125%. Fixed rate at 0 points. Call Bay Equity today at 583-8100. Don't delay. Call us today at 583-8100. We can show you how refinancing into a low fixed rate can save you thousands on your mortgage. Please call 583-8100 and call and ask about the new refinance program for homes that are underwater. The time for a low fixed rate home loan is now. Bay Equity is your home for loans. Call us at 583-8100.
30-year fixed rate APR 4.31. Licensed by the Department of Corporations, number 6053919. NMLS number 238915. Equal housing lender. We're here with Aaron from Sonoma Backyard. Aaron, you have exciting news.
I sure do. In addition to marquee spas, we've added 2 new spa manufacturers, so now our line of spas are budget friendly. How friendly, you ask? You can have soothing warm water and hydrotherapy in your backyard for as low as $28.99. We have over 10 spas on display, all priced under $5,000. And with our expanded plug-and-play line, owning a spa is as easy as it sounds. Plug it in and start playing with no special wiring required. Now's the perfect time to transform your backyard into your own vacation destination. Remember, we now have over 10 spas under $5,000, plus an incredible inventory of outdoor furniture. Why wait? Start enjoying your new backyard this spring.
Wow, Aaron, that's great news. Check out Sonoma Backyard's expanded spa inventory and their fantastic selection of outdoor furniture. They're just off the 101 on Redwood Drive in Cotati. Or go to SonomaBackyard.com. Sonoma Backyard, entertaining your backyard dreams. It's The Lone Show on KSRO with George Adair. Call in with your questions now at 636-1350.
Hey, we're back. Final third segment. Hey, cheesy game show music. You know what that means, folks? It's time for your weekly Bay Equity Refi Jackpot Winner. How was that? Was that good?
That was pretty awesome.
I don't think that was very good. I don't think I'll do that next week. Hey, so I started this last week due to the hype of the lotto and found out, hey, the average homeowner can actually hit their own jackpot by refinancing today. It just takes a phone call, folks, to find out. For example, Suzanne in Sebastopol, $245,000 loan. Hey, Jeff, this is actually your loan.
It is.
Your client.
It is.
So she had a $245,000 loan. Her rate was 6.375. You got her into a 4% 30-year fixed.
I did.
And you saved her $328 a month. And I did some further math for your benefit and your client's benefit. That's $4,000 a year, or $120,000 over 30 years in payments. Yeah, it's substantial. And did you know that if she took less than half of her savings, if she took $150 a month at a 4% average yield, that over 30 years she'd have an additional $104,000?
Is that right?
That brings her grand total jackpot to $233,000.
Wow.
Pretty good. Hey, the average person, takes a lot of time to save that kind of money. But if they refinance, take advantage of today's ridiculously low rates, they too can save a ton of money, and they should be saving a ton of money. More than half of America does not even have any money in their savings account. So, folks, let's find a way to change that. Improve your personal balance sheet, improve your life. Okay, we're talking about Homes for Heroes today, and we're also talking about VA financing. So, Jeff, you're a VA financing expert. Tell us, what is a VA loan? Categorically, what is it?
Well, it's a loan that's offered through the government for veterans who have served their country. There's some requirements based on the time of served, but generally, if you served, you are eligible for your VA benefit. Okay,
so the VA benefit means I served. Could I be active duty now?
You could be active duty.
Right. Folks, I know the answer to that question too, but I'm trying to make it more of a interview here. Lead Jeff down the right path, because we have about 4 minutes left. So you can be active duty.
Correct.
You could be retired.
Correct.
What if you were dishonorably discharged?
Well, unfortunately not.
You don't get your benefits,
That's
right? Now, what is the difference between VA and FHA, like down payment wise?
Well, down payment on a VA loan is 0% down payment.
So it's 100% financing.
That's right.
And FHA is 3.5%.
That's right.
Yeah. So if you're a veteran, you get to benefit from a 0% down loan. The rates are great, right? Around 4% today.
Phenomenal.
Yeah. They go up and down, but today I checked, we're around 4% for a VA loan, 0% down. There is a catch though. There's the VA funding fee.
That's right.
Right, and that can be financed in though.
Correct.
Okay.
The great news about this VA program is that there's no mortgage insurance.
So mortgage insurance is the monthly recurring, not premium, but a monthly recurring amount that would be paid like on an FHA loan.
Correct.
And on FHA, folks, that's 1.25% of your loan amount. So that increased your cost of buying a house quite a bit over the time that you own the loan or have the FHA loan. With a VA loan, there's no mortgage insurance. So why are people timid about VA financing? And when I mean people, I mean realtors. What is it?
A lack of understanding. Mm-hmm. Maybe lots have changed in the industry over the last 15, 20 years.
Okay. So, because there are some exclusions.
There are.
The sellers are not allowed to pay for the buyers are not allowed to pay for some of the closing costs the seller have to pay for.
Correct. And those can be incorporated into the Homes for Heroes program or just a seller credit.
Okay. So, basically, a VA loan is just as good as any other loan.
Better.
Yeah, I think it is too. So, folks, I want you to leave this radio show having listened to us talk about Homes for Heroes. And I want you to reach out to Jeff and Penny, and they can get you started on your home search or on your refinance, benefiting from Homes for Heroes. That's doctors, nurses, police officers, fire, and, of course, military veterans.